$12,000 on this single trade, and there's been three of them the past week. I'm going to break down EURJPY in the charts for you guys, also run down why I took it, tips that you can follow and implement by the end of watching this video. So let's get into it. Right guys, one of the first things you're going to start doing is treat the daily time frame as it is everything. The daily time frame is going to give you your ultimate bias on the trading day. But what it's also going to do for you is decide whether or not right now is a good time to enter. What do I mean by that? So for example, looking at the market right now in the daily time frame, let's go back to it. If you saw the market right now had this large reversal, I actually drew this on as an explanation for my community, but this large sell-off to the downside on EURJPY, this should already indicate to you that sellers are stepping in. Do you want to sell in the lows? Absolutely not. What you do want to remind yourself of is a simple sentence of buying low, selling high should stick in your head. There is no need for you to sell low out of FOMO. You'd be surprised how often in my own trading career, in the very beginning, how I would see something sell off. I'd pull my phone out. Oh, let's take my mic there. I'd pull my phone out immediately and I'd say, I'm in. I'm going to sell it right now, only for the market to reverse. And again, the daily time frame on Euro Yen right now is a perfect example of that. And if you drop to the 4 hour there, we can actually see how, on the 2 hour, we can see how multiple opportunities have been presented within this area. And I want you to go ahead and actually look at this price action here for a second. My first entry was very clear. We had this immediate sell-off, very similar, by the way, to what we saw in the daily time frame. Let's make that green so you can spot the resemblance. So in the daily time frame there, guys, we had this large sell-off. What followed? We had that correction pulling back into the market. We had that slowdown in price. We had that continuation, right? So go ahead to the 2 hour and the 1 hour. You can actually see the same thing. What happened? We had this, let's just untake that. We had this one directional move to the downside, right, on Euro Yen. We had the correction, we had the consolidation, and we had the trade to the downside. Easy as that. What then followed? Again, think about it for a second. What we saw on the daily time frame, we had that sell-off to the downside. What did we have? We had the correction, we had the consolidation, before that continuation to the downside. Let me show you on the daily one more time. We had that daily sell-off, we had the correction, we had the consolidation before that sell-off to the downside. And again, if you take a look at this on the daily, you can actually see that. Let me just delete these for a second. You can actually see that the market right now is stuck in a very large range. And I do think if you go ahead and look at this, this is a nice little inside bar where this bullish candle over here has been a range for the market for the last few sessions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 trading days. So 2 full trading weeks stuck within a range. And that obviously gives you an indication of this build up in price. But what has that allowed me to do? That has allowed me to sell the rally. All that means is there's sellers. The market's struggling to break higher. Let me sell any little rally that I can. And that's provided us with easy opportunities, especially in the likes of pound yen today. I'm actually in GBP/JPY right now. I share this inside my community on a next move for GBP/JPY, which is very similar to that of Euro Yen. Euro Yen has been providing selling opportunities and is likely to continue to provide selling opportunities. I'll actually show you dollar yen there as well, guys. Dollar yen has been somewhat frustrating, very similar range to Euro Yen the past few weeks, where I had an initial short, which I shared inside of my free community. With a 30 pip stop, we had 80 pip gain. Then I tried to take 2 positions again to the downside with a 20 pips, 30 pip stop, and 30 pip stop again, 25 pip stop, and failed, stopped out. And again, these positions were very small feelers to see whether or not I'm actually going to have that move. Because if I have that rollover, I can add to the winner. That's the beauty of adding to your winners, because I'm putting a feeler trade out. If I put a feeler out and I see all right, fine. I'm actually going to have a sell-off. And again, guys, what I just showed you on Euro Yen can repeat on any time frame. Repeats on any time frame. For example, you had this sell-off now, right? Let's draw it in. So you have this sell-off now. Can you expect correction? At the very least, 172.25 before that continuation to the downside. Alternatively, what can happen is if the market just decides to run, which in my opinion I think it will, and we actually have that breakout to the downside, what can you expect? Correction before that continuation to the downside. You don't want to fall into the trap of, okay, it's just sold off 100 pips. Let me jump on the back of it now. It's too late. It's gone. Forget about it. Move on to the very next trade. But to summarize this, guys, I took a position on Friday. Wait, let's just delete this. I took a position on Friday. We obviously had Jackson Hole. So Jackson Hole was a meeting where the Federal Reserve announced that they want to be introducing another interest rate cut in the September meeting. But I'm not going to bore you with all the fundamentals. If you want that, click the free link in my bio. And yeah, we obviously had a large sell-off on dollar yen and a large sell-off on dollar overall, right? Which caused a large rally in gold. Again, these are all easy plays to understand right now. And then we obviously had this euro yen sell-off. I literally saw this, right? And I'll try and pin the screenshot, of where I alerted the members. But we had this sell-off on dollar yen. I thought, I have to take this. I have to take this. I had a little retest there on euro yen. And I held it over the weekend. And obviously we pulled back. But again, what did I just show you on the daily time frame? Go ahead and look at this. We had that sell-off. We had that correction. We had that consolidation before that continuation to the downside. Again, this is often repeating itself on any time frame, any market, any pair. Go and look for it. Right, that's your challenge for watching this YouTube video. But yeah, back to that. Then I entered a, let's just delete that for a second. Then the market obviously provided another entry, which again I shorted it on market this morning. And we obviously had that follow through to the downside. So again, multiple opportunities have been provided, not this morning, yesterday, sorry. I've obviously held it into today. But beautiful trade there to the downside on euro yen. And I'm currently in pound yen, looking for this to head lower there as well. So that's the freebie for watching this YouTube video. But that's today's trade. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed something. Make sure to like this video, subscribe. Check the links down in the description below. And I'll see you on the next video.